Uh, in some ways, it's come there, United States, and then somebody in the office, our office, told me that, Guru, did you know every day 100,000 people are typing out the word spiritual? I said, is that so? Type it out and see what comes out. Are we even there in the picture? They typed out spirituality. First thing that comes up is a spa in Mexico. You've been there. And the next thing that comes out is a call girl in Northern California. She has learned all that SEO. For everything she says spiritual, spiritual, spiritual. 108 times she uses the word spiritual on our website. You say spiritual, she comes up, number two. I thought this is a shame. For thousands of years, anything spiritual means people looked east. East means India, that's what it meant. So I said we must start something that if people say, if they seek spirituality, they must look towards India. Because this is one culture which has spent maximum amount of time exploring human consciousness and the mechanics of what a human being is, how this functions on the surface and its very core. How does this function? What can we do about it? This has been explored. I am not saying this out of my Indian origin. I am saying this after looking at the world closely, that nowhere else has it been looked at like this. So, I said, we must start a spiritual gateway, India, the spiritual gateway. As a part of this, I thought, till then, I must tell you this, till about 15 years ago, I had not met a single guru in this country. I just did not meet, I was just busy doing my own work. I never thought I had to go and look for somebody, I had never been to any other ashram anywhere. And then I thought, okay, let me make an attempt. Then I started making phone calls. They all received my call pretty well, and then I started visiting some people and started putting together. We had one meeting with 125 gurus. We made this thing that nobody talks about their philosophy. You keep your philosophy, this is just a meeting. This is just about how to enhance your ashram or your yoga center, whatever you have, how to enhance the quality. We will teach you management, we will teach you branding, we will teach you how to make a website, we will teach you how to present yourself to international community. Your philosophy, we don't touch, you don't touch mine, I don't touch yours. You do your own thing. Because that is the beauty of this culture, that it can exist in hundreds of forms, thousands of forms, and it's okay with us. So when I went about doing this, well, I met many wonderful people, but at the same time, at least 60 to 65%, it hurts me to say this, I found that if I walk into an airport or a golf course, I meet better men than in the so-called spiritual centers. Because it's full of jargon, no heart, no depth, no profoundness. Simply one chant, one nonsense, one philosophy that they read somewhere. It's going on like this. This needs to change. So to bring this profoundness to people, as people get closer to me, I get harder and harder and harder. Those who are very close to me, I am bloody cruel. Yes, because just to bring integrity into spirituality is so hard. Because the moment they get spiritual, little, like you said, you're calling it spiritual ego, I call it spiritual airs. They get spiritual airs, air bubbles get in their head. Suddenly they start acting funny, they start saying things that don't exist, they start talking about nonsense that nobody understands. If you speak something, whatever nonsense you speak, people in front of you must understand, otherwise why the hell are you speaking? Because the purpose of speech is to make somebody understand what you're saying. No, if I say something that you don't understand, I become big, you become small. This is rubbish. This is going on for too long. So everybody quotes a book, it all looks like, we are right now talking about earth buddies. We are creating an earthworm image, we are trying to create an NFT. Over 40,000 images we have created, we will release it shortly. We'll gift you one earthworm, okay? Now, these are all bookworms who fell out of a book. These bookworms were important when there was low literacy in the societies. Only one man in the village could read the book. Suddenly he was very valuable. Now everybody can read. What is the point you reading a book to me? If you have something to say other than the book, you tell me. If you want to read a book, what is the point? When I was in graduation, when I was in the university, I made an agreement with the teachers, I will not come and bother you with my questions. Just give me attendance. I will stay out. Because if you go there, from the first moment you go there, first attendance, that's the only interesting thing. And after that, they're just reading some notes and everybody is writing down. Those days, fountain pens, kara, 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 it makes noise. I don't like it. As I say, if everything is in that book, give it to us, we'll photocopy it and give it back to you. I don't have to come, you don't have to come. I have many interesting things to do in the town. I don't know about you, but I have many interesting things to do in the town. I don't have to sit here and write down, I can photocopy this. So they didn't want me. So I said, give me attendance. Only once a month I went there to check my attendance, whether they were keeping the deal. I sat in the garden outside. Okay. Why I am saying this is, when you are also literate, why should somebody read the damn book to you? You read. If they have something to say which no book can say, of course, then you must listen. So, this whole spirituality as a thing, unfortunately, has fallen on bad times, but slowly it is rising because